As powerful as music is, I still feel that people underestimate the impact that a single song can have on an individual's life, right? Sometimes I feel like even the artists themselves be like, "Oh, no one's gonna listen to this song. Oh, that song wasn't a hit. So, like, what did it do? It wasn't a hit. It didn't make me big or whatever." But oddly enough, it's usually those sleeper songs. It's usually those ones that don't get the mainstream attention, which are the ones that actually play the biggest roles in people's lives, at least in specific times in people's lives. So the song "Halfway Off the Balcony" by Big Sean was one of those that not only did it make me feel better, but it also was like prophetic in the sense that it dropped some gems in the hook that really guided me for the rest of my life. It was literally a seed that was planted in my mind that only blossomed when I was ready for it to. And it happened all in divine timing. It happened at the perfect time in the perfect way. The hook goes something along the lines of, I haven't listened to it in a while, but like it's like I'm hanging halfway off the balcony, overthinking cause my job means way more than a salary. Everything around me gold, like I just practiced alchemy. I realize when it comes to girls that chemistry means way more than anatomy. Now, for those of you that have been watching my channel for a little bit now, don't that sound like some stuff I've been talking about for a very long time? And it was only until X many years later when I realized that's why. Because that song that I listened to 8 billion times planted a seed, planted a subconscious thought in my mind. Respecting women for more than just their bodies, and alchemy, everything around me gold, like I just practice alchemy. How much do I talk about mental alchemy, turning lead into gold? How much do I talk about, like the semen retention stuff? Value yourself before you step out into these relationships. Understand what the power of sexual energy exchange, sex, does for you, does to you. You know what I'm saying? The dope thing about the song, man, though, is like it's a very somber, melancholy type of song. But then when you listen to like what he's actually spitting in there, it's like, yo, like, yeah. So like it's one of those songs where it's like you want to be sad, but it's one of those songs like I just practice alchemy. It's one of those songs that was somber and melancholy. I was listening to it when I was sad, depressed, angry, pissed off at the world because my girlfriend broke up with me and cheated on me. But at the same time, though, it's like one of those like when you just curled up. You're like, I was crying listening to it, but then when you listen to the lyrics, it was just like you change that face from crying to like, yeah, let's get it together. It helped me get re-centered, you know. And I shit you not, I listened to that song on repeat for hours and hours and hours. It's like I'm hanging halfway off the balcony. Like I feel like I'm about to go into limbo. I feel like I'm in no control of my life. I feel like I'm one mistake away from ending it all. Like that's what it felt like to me. Everything around me gold. Like I just practiced alchemy in the midst of my depression, in the midst of all this mental turmoil, me having night terrors, nightmares, night sweats, sleepless nights, restless nights. It's just like I still saw the light in things. Everything around me gold. Like I just practiced alchemy. I didn't even know what that meant yet. This was actually the very beginnings, like before I got like, really started in my spiritual understanding, my spiritual leg of my journey. Like I was listening to this song and I didn't know what alchemy was. I didn't really get what he meant, like everything gold. I thought he was just talking about like, what rappers talked about. I got gold on my chain, gold on my teeth, gold on my pinky ring. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought he was talking about. But when you go and revisit some of these things, it says like everything around me gold. Like I just practiced alchemy. If everything's gold in your mind, the rest of your world has to outpicture that. Everything in your physical reality is an outpicturing of everything that's going on in your mind. If you think everybody hates you in your mind, then everyone's going to hate you in your physical reality. If you think that there's nothing but struggle, suffering, and turmoil in the world, then that's just what's going to happen. That's all you're going to see in this world. When everything can be good in front of you in your own mind, that's just how you're going to interpret it, you know? So in the back of my head, that was a seed that was planted. Everything around me gold. I've seen the good in everything. I realize that I make every situation. I can transform every situation into something better that serves me. Damn. you know. And like I said, it's like I've always been a romantic. I've always been a lover boy. All throughout college, I was still committed to my relationship and such. I saw women for a lot more than just their physical orifices. You know what I'm saying? But It's like with me burning this song into my brain, chemistry means way more than anatomy. Like, this is why I always speak to the men in this regard, but ladies, do y'all do the same thing? I need me some dude. Yeah, I'm just trying to get me some pussy. Yeah, it's like, okay, I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. Sure, live your life, but it's like, just slow your roll from time to time. You know, it's like chemistry means way more than anatomy. How someone makes you feel in chemistry class, seventh grade, earth sciences, and whatever, it's like you learn that there's physical reactions and then there's chemical reactions. There's someone that makes you feel a certain type of way by touching you with the physical sensation, and then there's a way that someone makes you feel just being in their presence, from a stimulating conversation, from being open, vulnerable, and honest with people. You know what I'm saying? So, like, chemistry means way more than anatomy. That's something that got burnt into my brain very early, which is something that really transformed the way I thought about relationships moving forward. And this is something I still had to test in my second relationship because it was a lot of physicality with it, to the point where I wasn't right in my mind, so I didn't feel like I was ready for a relationship. I was like, yeah, you're pretty. Yes, when we mess around, it's fun. It's cool, but like, I don't connect with you up here. I don't connect with you right here. It's not here. And people were looking at me crazy when, like, I ended that relationship with such a beautiful woman, but at the same time, it was just like, it wasn't fair to her because I wasn't there in the mind, body, and spirit. The mind and spirit were off. The body was there. We were physically attracted to one another. It's been like that for a while. It probably still kind of is like that. But nevertheless, it's like, as we've both grown and matured, as I've grown and matured, it's literally just a sense of, yo, are you going to upgrade? Are you going to level up? Because I'm doing that. So we don't connect at the mental level. We don't connect at the spiritual level. I really don't have a place for you in any semblance in my life. You like, and not talking about her specifically, but like any new lady that wants to enter my life, it's like, okay, you're pretty. And what are we going to talk about? What are we going to discuss? Let me heal you. Let you heal me. I get it. You shouldn't be like, relying on someone to come fix you. And that's not what I'm saying. But like, when you're growing with one another, those insecurities are going to come up. Those traumas are going to come up. So you need to be able to have that level of communication with your partner. And if someone isn't, emotionally at your same level of emotional intelligence, your spiritual intelligence, your whatever, okay, that doesn't mean automatically judge them. But it does also mean that maybe you just have to give them more time. You have to show them some more patience. But if they're moving too slow or too fast for you, hey, there's always going to be that rift between you, and both of you are going to be cognizant of it. So decisions need to be made. This all just goes to show that music is very important. If all you're listening to is, I'm a bad bitch, I'm a bad bitch, I'm a bad bitch. Yeah, fuck that bitch. Yeah, fuck that bitch. Yeah, Glock, Glock, gang, 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 gang. This pussy bad, this pussy wet, If that's all you listening to, that's going to have an impact on your world no matter what. You see what impacted me versus what impacted some of these people out here. Hot girl summers, I'm a real nigga. Versus everything around me gold, like I just practiced alchemy. You see what I'm saying? Chemistry means way more than anatomy. The metaphysical means more than the physical. That's what seeds I'm planting in my mind. What are y'all doing? I really do want y'all to go listen to that song. And I think I'm going to make a few more videos like this because I'm also one of those people that has great music taste. It's just, this is one of those things that also contributed to my loneliness because people don't be talking about these songs. I never hear people listening to the music that I listen to. You know what I'm saying? It's like I always listen to the sleepers, and that's one of those things that made me feel more alone. But if I just put y'all on some game to some of these throwbacks to some of these like things that maybe y'all know about, maybe they're not that much of a sleeper as I think, but Halfway Off the Balcony by Big Sean. Go check it out. Till the next one. Peace.